What's good, YouTube? It's iAble23 here. It's my first X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and believe it or not, as you can see in the background, it is actually my birthday, so yeah, hooray for me. What's good, YouTube? This is iAble23 here, back again, and this is my second video, which is my very first X and Y Wi-Fi battle against my brother's friend Nicolas, and yeah, just sit, kick back, and enjoy. So I lead off with my shiny Breloom, and my opponent Nicolas leads off with his Charizard. He goes for the Flare Blitz, knocks out my Breloom. Then I go out to my Scarf Jolteon, who can pretty much outspeed almost anything. And then he does reveal to me that he is the Mega Charizard Y. And it turns out he sets up the Drought. And then it turns out I go out for a Volt Switch, almost knock it out. And then I switch out to my Politoed, my shiny Politoed. That Drizzle. So he goes for a Blast Burn, doesn't do very much. He has to recharge, go for the Scald. He dies. Then he sends out his Mew, shiny Mew. Go for the Scald. Do a fair amount, even though he ate it up. Goes for a Psychic, go for the Toxic. Realizing that his Mew had synchronized, poisoned myself. Then he goes for a Soft Boil. And he was hurt, and then I got hurt by the poison. And I switch out into my Sableye. Goes for a Psychic. And then I just eat up that Psychic because it doesn't affect me. And then he switches out to his shiny Genesect. Then I go for the Taunt, which was supposed to be for the Mew, but he predicted a good switch. Then I go for the Will-O-Wisp, while he goes for the Flash Cannon. Almost potentially knocks me out. Then he gets burned by the Will-O-Wisp. And since things aren't looking very good for me, I switch out into my Scarf Jolteon again. Goes for a Blaze Kick for some odd reason. Doesn't do much. The rain stopped. Then I go for another Volt Switch. Then I go out into my Politoed again. Then I set up that Drizzle again. For another odd reason, he sets up Fly on his Genesect. And he goes for the Fly. I live with 21 HP, go for the Scald, knocks him out. And then survive with 1 HP from the Toxic. Then he sends out his Mew, so now I decide to sack my Politoed and just get off as much damage with Scald. He does a decent chunk, and then Mew kills me with a Psychic. And then I go out to Red Steel, who is actually my Mega Sizzler. This thing wrecks lives. Trust me, just wait and see how many Pokemon Red Steel knocks out. I Mega Evolve, go for the Bullet Punch, almost knock it out. He goes for the Soft Boil. And then this gives me a chance to set up a Swords Dance. He goes for another Soft Boil. And then now I go for Egg Scissor, which knocks him out. Then he sends out Arceus. He goes for a Hyper Beam, and I just ate it up. Go for an X Scissor, does that much. Then go for a Bullet Punch, knocks him out. Then the rain stopped. Then he sends out Meloetta. I go for the Bullet Punch. Critical hit, lucky crit. That crit clearly mattered. Then he sends out his Ho, which I thought was going to give me lots and lots of trouble. But then I go for that Almighty Thief, knocks it down to really low health, goes for a Sacred Fire, knocks me out. And Red Steel put in lots of work in this battle. So then I go out to my Almighty Fear Rattata that has been up for generations. Go for the Endeavor, misses, hits me with a Fly, get down to my Focus Sash, hit him with an Endeavor, and then hit him with a Quick Attack. And that's a good game. GG, Nicolas. And that was my very first Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. This is iAble23. Deuces.